And joining us now is our very busy official government spokesman, Eylon Levy. Eylon, we're reporting today on great idea of progress against Hamas in Gaza and also on reports of a potential hostage deal with a month-long pause in fighting. First, could you comment on the reported deal? And second, we're so close to Hamas leaders. Why would we pause the war right now?
Thank you, Amit. There is no deal. At the moment, there are constant discussions that are taking place in an effort to get the hostages out of Gaza. These are, of course, hostages we fear are being tortured and starved and raped and executed in the Hamas terror dungeons as we speak. There is no time for them, and that's why we want to get them out urgently. Now, in order to do that, we are happy to consider a brief pause in the fighting in order to get them out. That was how we got out the last 105 hostages. Let's remember, we've already had a hostage release pause, and in exchange for a few days pause in the fighting, we got hostages out. We wanted that to continue. We wanted to continue getting at least all the women and children out, but on December 1st, Hamas decided to violate the pause, stop releasing the women and children, and start shooting rockets back at Israel. So we need to get all those people back. We cannot abandon them. That is our obligation as a state. But let there be no misunderstanding. There will be no ceasefire that leaves the Hamas terror regime in power and the hostages in Gaza. This war will end with a total Israeli victory.
Yes, now we're 110 days into the war. There are tens of thousands still out of their homes in the south. Is a plan beginning to fall in place for their eventual return, and when would that be?
We can't set a specific timetable on this, but this is one of the reasons that this campaign against Hamas is so urgent and so essential, because the people who were driven out of their homes in the kibbutzim that were ethnically cleansed on October 7th by Hamas must return to their homes and must be able to sleep safely. And in order for them to sleep safely in their beds, in order for children to sleep safely in the beds from which they were snatched on October 7th, the Hamas terror regime can no longer be their neighbor. And that is why we are determined not to deter Hamas, not to degrade it, but to destroy Hamas's governing and military capabilities so that people can sleep safely in their beds in those kibbutzim and they can grow and they can thrive.
That's the main goal, of course. Now, looking at the north, there are 60,000 evacuated civilians and many damaged homes in towns and the villages. We have warned Hezbollah many times. There must be a red line that they have crossed now many times. When and how will the turns be restored? I mean, diplomacy doesn't seem to be working, although Israel is doing sort of a great job with it.
The situation in the north is intolerable. We are at a fork in the roads now. Either Hezbollah backs off or we will push it away. Now, we are giving a window of opportunity for a diplomatic resolution based on UN Security Council Resolution 1701 that would see Hezbollah retreat north of the Litani River and allow people to return to their homes. We have 80,000 people who are displaced and they cannot return to homes that are being shelled at the moment by Hezbollah. But if that window of opportunity closes and Hezbollah does not back away, then we will be forced to push it away by military means at a time of our choosing.
Eylon, thank you so much for joining us today and keep on doing your amazing job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.